In this video, we will discuss about window functions. Based upon the functionality, we are classifying it into three types. First one is aggregate or group functions. Next one is ranking or analytical functions. Then value functions. So first we will go with aggregate functions. So what is aggregate function? So aggregate function in the sense, if you want to calculate something as part of any aggregation like a calculation or business metric, we are going to use aggregate functions. That is average, max, min, sum, count. So if you want to calculate average value, we are going to use average of that particular column. Max. If you want to calculate max value, we are going to use max function. If you want to calculate minimum value from that particular column, we are going to use minimum. If you want to calculate cumulative sum, we are going to use sum. If you want to calculate a number of records in that particular column or particular object, we are going to use count. So next, ranking or analytical functions. So why do we require analytical functions or ranking? So what is the difference between group functions and analytical functions? First, ranking. If you want to populate certain values like a ranking system, we are going to use these ranking functions, that is row number, rank, dense rank, percent rank, entile. So then what is the difference between group functions and analytical functions here? So whereas group functions which will produce only one value or one record from each group, when it comes to analytical functions, from each group it is going to fetch n number of records. That is the difference between group functions and analytical functions. Next one is value. Next one is value functions. So based upon this thing, we are going to fetch information like if you want to fetch first record, if you want to fetch last record, if you want to fetch nth record, if you want to fetch previous record, if you want to fetch next record, we are going to use these value functions, that is lag, lead, first value, last value and nth value. So lag, which will fetch data from previous row, and lead, which will fetch data from next row. Okay, first value which will fetch data from first row, last value which will fetch data from last row, nth value which will fetch user defined row. So this is about window functions. Thank you so much.